I feel about. I want to talk to my chums later. We're gonna work this out, right?
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Get some therapy.
Yeah, I do. I need the therapy.
You got it. It's coming up. And Mr. Jim Dietz.
I was reminded of this little bit of verse when I saw this episode, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead, sir.
And all our yesterdays have lighted fools, the way to dusty death. Out, breathes candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour, or in this case an hour and a half with a whole bunch of commercials, on the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Hamlet, huh? Excellent, man.
Macbeth.
Oh, Macbeth. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
That's right.
Wow, man. Thank you.
No problem. There's a lot of sound and fury this episode.
There sure was. Yeah, and our other hosts, actually, one is traveling right now for business, and the other one, Mr. Newworth, is watching some War about Stars. I don't know. He's got something going on about that. Some movie, some low-budget movie that house they can go to.
Right. It's about some plane that leaves like 3 in the morning called The Last Red Eye.
The Last Red Eye, right? Exactly. Yeah. That should be like the next airplane movie, like Airplane 3, The Last Red Eye. That's perfect, actually.
Your flight is not going to go the way you think.
I believe this fish has turned to the dark side.
Don't call me Generoso. Okay. So anyway, excellent, guys. Listen, we're here. We made it to the mid-season finale.
We
got through it together. Like Rick said, we got through it together. We already won. So he thinks, didn't we? So I've seen a lot of, again, it's a tale of two fans this season. Like you got a bunch of fans that are just really digging it and they're hanging on, they're loving the action, the storytelling. You got this other group of fans that are they're just like, no, I can't take this anymore. It's killing me to watch this. Like, so what do you guys think? Initial thoughts? I mean, what do you feel about how it's got to be?
I'm so confused. I still don't understand the turn. I don't understand how those zombies getting in there, how it switched.
They didn't show us.
They didn't show us anything.
I know.
It makes no sense to me how all of a sudden Negan's winning.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.
I have a problem with that too, Daryl. It's not just you. I think it's a problem. Did you guys have a problem with the lighting?
Everybody did. It was too dark.
Yes.
Yeah, I just couldn't see things. And I read like people saying things later. I'm like, oh, I didn't even catch it because it was so damn dark.
And I have HD. I watched it HD for us.
Now, Russell, you have 4K. Let's see. Russell, you have the same problems in 4K, or just us Luddites that have 2K, whatever the hell we're running right now?
Yeah, don't get me started, because the problem I have with Dish, or even Comcast, but they compress the hell out of that signal.
So it's grainy as hell. It's like a sandy, grainy.
No, you just don't. It's just very compressed. So all those blacks and stuff get crushed, and you lose the details. So like Daryl's saying, it's when there's scenes that are dark, it's very hard to make out what's going on. Like if you got it from Amazon or something like that, it probably looks a hell of a lot better.
No, it didn't.
No.
Wow.
That's how I watch it every week. I got it next morning from Amazon, and it did not know. I still have the same problem, and I'm running 1080p. No, it's 4K, but 1080p, and about the high def version. And I still was hard to make things out. I'm like, after I had to read a recap after I watched it to get some stuff.
And I even watched Talking Dead to be like, maybe they could clarify something, because I don't understand what the hell I just
boring.
saw. Yeah. And no, what they did was something worse.
What, behind the scenes thing? What they told you?
Tell me shit. Like, they just were telling me motivations, but I don't feel like they showed me.
Gimple's like, yeah. I'm going to strangle him too. I know.
Like, that drove me nuts when you tell me what. They do that a lot with Fear. They did, like, all summer long, they were doing that with Fear. Like, you're telling me what I'm supposed to be saying.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's true. That's a good point. You're right. We learned stuff on The Talking Dead about Fear that we should, especially I wish I never watched it because I heard this, and now I'm thinking that. It's like, I hate that. That's 100% true. Like he said, what bothered me the most about what Gimple said, I was kind of in and out on Talking Dead. I didn't watch it, bell to bell, but I heard a point where he was saying that, well, it's very clear that Carl got bit. It's very clear.
No.
To you because you read the damn script.
He goes, I was afraid that it was too clear. Like, everyone was going to think, like, what are you smoking, man? Like, what?
But it didn't happen in this episode.
No,
right? The implication, it was when it was the two of them fighting all those walkers when he saved them. Okay.
Exactly. But that's the implication. Yeah, that's right.
And what pissed me off is, now, if he's saying when Carl was writing in the beginning, like in the very beginning of the episode,
right.
I noticed his hand was trembling.
Okay.
But I thought, because he's crying at the same time, your hands would shake too if it's an emotional moment, right?
Right. Sure.
If you're worried about your father,
it's too subtle. Too subtle.
It's too subtle. It's like that could have been anything. That little tremor he had when he was writing could have been anything.
Right.
And that's another thing that made me mad about it. Was like he was saying it like, how could you not get that?
I'm surprised no one got it in the episode when he got bit. Nobody saw it.
I'm like, what?
Maybe you should let us see that. Then we would know.
Right.
Something someone told me to who watched it in broadcast. I don't know if you guys agree with this. They said it seemed like there were a lot more commercials in this hour and a half. Like every 9 or 10 minutes they were coming with a new commercial break. I understand. It's a big moneymaker or whatever, but still.
Sometimes what they do, I've noticed, is they'll front load the show, right? So you'll go maybe 20 minutes with no commercial.
And or a long cold open, like a 10-minute cold open sometimes. They'll do that. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this one didn't have a cold open, but I know sometimes they'll just like, okay, you get the first break after the credits, after the cold open, and then they come back, and then you don't get a credit scene for like 20 minutes or maybe a little longer, and then you get, I notice they do this with Enter the Badlands a lot, then you get commercials like you're saying every 10 minutes, like this is like boom, boom, boom. So it's like, they front load the show and then they backload the commercials.
Wow. So, I mean, besides the problems we had technically speaking, there was some subtlety there. I wish I would have seen more of you. At least someone tell me what Eugene did. We still don't even know what the plan was. Yet they all got out. Carl got bit, but we really didn't know that. So it wasn't surprising until the 90th minute of the show. It's like, okay, wow, he really, he's done. And it was definitely strange. Although the episode kept me entertained. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I texted you back or I wrote on Facebook. I enjoyed seeing Alexandria burn to the ground. That was somehow surprisingly satisfying to watch that the town just go up in flames. I was kind of okay with that. I never felt them very comfortable there.
I was fine with that, but I was more into this episode because I was trying to figure out what the hell happened. Because it bothered me. That's such a major plot line. Like, you built up this thing of Daryl breaking the rules, right?
Right.
Show me how that effed up your plan.
Right.
Don't just talk about it. You're exactly right, Daryl. You're exactly right.
Like, there's no conversation. Like, I was waiting for like Michonne to have a conversation about it. Like, what went wrong? Like, what?
And they kept saying it worked. It worked. Well,
yeah. And if I saw one more face clip of like someone's face, like a close,
so many close-ups. Oh my god.
As a sober, because you know what he's trying to tell me? It's like, I want you to be sad right now.
Yeah.
It's okay. Be sad.
My girl loved one of Negan though. He's laughing in the beginning with the cold open. Right. She loved that. She's like, oh goody. I'm like, yeah, it's great. He's laughing.
There were so many close-ups. It almost seemed like they were padding it with him. You know what I mean?
Well, they did it at the beginning and the end. It's kind of bookend type of thing.
Well, no, I mean not just then. I mean all through the episode.
Oh, you said it? Yeah.
That's my problem was. I watched it twice.
It's showing close-ups. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's what we're talking about. It's they're trying to make like auteur cinema, and it's like, dude, it's the freaking Walking Dead. Like,
even though Evan Zombie got a close-up.
Yep. Yeah. And the thing is, it's like this should have been like a devastatingly emotional thing. I mean, here's their dream they've had for seasons and seasons of having Alexandria and the States and everything, and it all goes up in flames, and we should be like so emotionally invested. Like, oh my god! And we're like, so we're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. That just totally undercuts any of the drama of it, Like,
and then you want me now to feel so. You want me to feel something for Carl that I just didn't feel. I don't dislike this actor at all, but you haven't built it up enough for me to feel anything for him like that. Not at the weight that they tried to make me feel it.
It feels like I threw it away, you know?
Yeah, for the past almost full season, he's been mostly MIA.
Yeah, throw away. He's gone. He's either pouting and walking away, or
from his father,
or he'll have a moment with Michonne for a second and then she leaves. But you haven't like all of it. Like it's like a T-Dog thing all over again. All of a sudden, but at least he got a moment. Like, but
T-Dog was very shocking though. Hold on. When T-Dog went, that was actually pretty shocking. Oh my god, he got the shoulder. It's like, whoa, you didn't expect that.
But this was a lazy way of doing it. Like you wanted to make Carl almost like a spiritual death. You wanted to give him like almost a spiritual death, where he is like death incarnate. Like he's doing everything right. Like all of a sudden he knows the master plan. Like he's never shown his leadership before, right?
It's the thing The Walking Dead does, and it's when you know that character's going to die.
Right.
When they finally make somebody that's not interesting, very interesting, and then they take it away.
Or you see a character featured prominently at the beginning of an episode that I've not seen for a while.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for Rosita to die now, because she got too much common sense right now.
Right, she's making too much sense right now. Yeah,
she's making too much sense. So I'm waiting for her to get off.
If they give her a very long monologue or feature her,
she's gone.
She's gone. But it's almost become cliched, and I think that's a problem. It's like don't make somebody interesting, because when you're watching it, all you're thinking of is, oh, he's gone or she's gone. Like you don't even.
It distracts you from enjoying.
It doesn't affect you any. Like
we've got. I'm sorry, Russ, go ahead.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, and Carl has been around for the whole show. You know,
yes,
we should be like, oh my God, Carl! Holy crap! I can't believe they.
No one is saying that. No one is saying that.
I read the comments ahead of time. You know, no one since said that.
No, because they haven't.
An emotional moment. They're blowing up Alexandria. It should be an emotional moment.
No, that's how you see it burn.
The roadblock. When Maggie got roadblocked the second time, like a callback to the other roadblock.
Right.
That should have been emotional. See, and Jerry, I mean, we should have been. This should have been like, oh my God, my heart was in my mouth the whole time. But because the poor direction, the poor lighting, the pacing, I mean, it's just so distracting. The technical aspects, and it totally pulled me out of it.
There were times when I couldn't
Carl
figure
went
out
like a punk. Carl went out like a punk. I'm sorry.
He's not out yet though. I mean, he's still there. At least one more episode at least. But
there were times where I couldn't tell what group was with who.
Yep.
Like when the trucks had stopped, I really did not know what was happening. I was sitting there going, why does Maggie have a concerned look on her face? It's her group, right? I literally could not figure out what the hell was going on. And then after they threw him out of the truck, that's when I was like, oh, okay, these are the saviors. And now, but I had to like really sit there and look at that to figure it out. So I lost all the build up, like the angst and stuff they were trying to do for that scene. Like it had nothing on me because I was so busy trying to figure out, well, who is with who and what group is this and like who is this guy? I don't even remember who this guy is and like all this stuff. And it just it was just poor. Yeah, it was just poor. And you can't have a dark episode like this and be so poorly lit and whatnot.
Literally dark. Not figuratively, right. Literally dark. Yeah.
Yeah. And we got like 3-4 groups going around. Like how the hell are we supposed to figure out who is who with what group? If I can't tell, then there's a problem. I've been watching the shows from the beginning since the first season. That's a problem.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's just jump into it. We got 90 minutes show to go through here. I'll get through as fast as efficiently as I can. The recap this week is written by Charlie Ridgely, also from comicbook.com. So thank you for putting this together. Let's just jump into it. Rick watches the truck go into the sanctuary and asks for help on the radio. And again, his look on his face is pretty amazing. Like he knows he's screwed right at that moment. You know, he's trying to radio all the lookouts, but they're gone. Although somehow Morgan made it out okay. Like he's cool, but the rest of the lookouts are slaughtered, I guess, right? The snipers that were surrounding the sanctuary. Then we go to a flashback. Carl and Rick talk about meeting Sadiq, and Carl tells Rick he needs to do more than hope he's okay. Like he's trying to lecture his father about doing the right thing and not trying to scare these people off. And I don't know, he's just trying to take the moral high road, I guess.
And like we were saying, that's when I knew it was gonna be Carl.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm like, oh, the only time they ever do this is when they're gonna kill somebody off, and sure enough.
And that's something. Looking at it, this is a scene with Carl doing this that they could have really built off of for the show moving forward. Yes. Is the conflict between Rick and Carl, and Carl still having that hope and wanting to do the right thing and realizing that almost kind of like not Jesus Christ, but Jesus in the show.
or Glenn.
I guess what feel that role.
But my problem with this is, but I remember the same Carl going there and saying, I'm just gonna kill Negan.
Yep.
I remember Cutthroat Carl. Like, how did he go from let's just kill these dudes to we got to form a relationship
for some reason? Like, that important. Yeah.
I think part of it too is it's easy to vilify Negan and his lieutenants for what they did because he sees them as pure evil. But he's still trying to say, look, we can't give up on the rest of humanity. Like we can't assume every random person that's walking around in the world is going to kill us or take our stuff.
I get what you're saying, Russ. But the issue I have with it is no one built that up though. Like I don't know what Carl's belief system was because they left him alone for so long. Like they just ignored him. Like he had no parts in conversations about what they're going to do with this group or how they're going to deal with it. So that it felt so fake when we get this conversation now. That's what irked me about him going at his father about the guy underground. Like all of a sudden he's concerned about this guy underground when you didn't build this thing up at all to show me that Carl feels this way. So it just threw me.
We go back and forth at this point between the flashback and then we see Rick approaching the sanctuary with the junkyard people, and Jadis is right next to him, and they're approaching. As soon as they walk up to the sanctuary, they're taking heavy fire from inside the sanctuary. So Rick dives for cover, and he's giving Jadis instructions. Hey, fire at the window. They're at the window, but they're gone. I mean, this is actually comical. They just booked at that point. Jadis and the whole junkyard heapsters.
I am so done with the junkyard people, dude. I'm just done. I'm sorry, but
no, it's how you feel.
Well, and then Rick gets in the car and leaves too. So it's just like, okay, what the hell was the point of all that? Like both sides just left the other. Like it just.
Well, I think he had to get back to Alexandria. Once he realized that his plan was upset and the saviors died out, he had to get back home. He had to go protect his home.
You know what would have killed all that? Made it work. Have Morgan injured.
Telling him what happened, right? Yeah, exactly.
And then he grabs Morgan, puts him in the car. That means you have to leave because you got to get Morgan help, right? He is explaining how they effed up.
Carol came by with the truck, drove through the wall.
Right, and then have to tell us how all of a sudden they lost the momentum with this fight, so that it wouldn't be so freaking confusing. Like that's all we needed was somebody to just kind of tell us, what happened? Like what happened with the lookouts? What happened with the truck? Where are all the people? Why no one listening? No one's answering the radio. Like just that one thing. We could have just had that one thing, and it would have been fine.
And I think this gets back to if we didn't have the episode detracting us with Rick being captured by the heapsters, then they maybe could have explained a little more of this. Like they could have, explained how Negan and his crew got out, or what exactly it was that that Eugene did, or how like it just seems like there's about 20 minutes of the show that's missing. And it's weird because you take an episode and make it 90 minutes, and then you give us what we got, a couple episodes back, and it's just our last episode, and it's just like that could have been the 20 minutes to bridge the gap to at least make us feel like we know what the hell's going on.
Right. So again, we're back in the flashback, and then Rick is countering what Carl's saying. So what do you think we're going to do? Finding some way forward? We're going to pick strawberries with Negan after this is all done? Like, he tries to show his son that there's only one way out of this, is that Rick has to win, Rick has to kill Negan. And Carl's not so sure. He's just arguing with his father. We cut back to the present again. There's a lot of jumps here in this opening. And magically, and I say magically because somehow Carol comes up in a Suburban and just picks him up. Like, she knew he'd be there and, and saves Rick at that point. He jumps into the car and they drive off.
That's the magic of Carol.
Yeah, so Carol and Jerry, and then he jumps in the back seat. So at least they have a little moment to like strategize. But then you don't hear him really talking at this point. He's again going back in his mind, recalling the conversation with Carl. They go back again. Then we go see Aaron and Enid driving down the road, and he thinks back to the times when Eric was alive. So again, this is the third or fourth episode. He's still mourning Eric. Now I know exactly. I know it's like I get it. They love each other. They live together. I totally understand it. But we've heard him lamenting and mourning for 3, 4, 5 episodes already. I mean, the fight isn't done yet. You got to kind of put that aside for a minute and win this thing, at least in his name. And
because even Maggie hasn't been doing that.
Right. She just kind of she swallowed it. She swallowed it. The whole thing. She buried him, and that's it. She's going to win this thing for him. So anyway, and I guess the long story short with this thing is where they're going is he's going to Oceanside. And I didn't know this was part of the plan either. I guess we're kind of supposed to find this out at this point. And we even asked about this. Like, somebody did on the show a few episodes ago. What about the Oceanside people? I guess this is the final part of the plan. Now they got the Heapsters, then the Oceanside people. They're going to round everybody up to show that the Saviors are finished. That's it. But I don't know what they're really trying to do. They're trying to recruit them. They don't have any weapons anymore. It's like
I don't. And when they get to the part, I'm gonna do a what the f.
Like, why are they even going there? They already got all their guns, every single one, right?
And then when they get, never mind, we'll get to it.
All right, I just didn't understand this part of the plan because Rick's plan there's been a certain logic to Rick's plan. I call Rick's plan, but the plan. Okay, I get it. Even though you haven't spelled it out for us, it's been very strategic. But the part where they went to the Heapsters, all right, I kind of get that. But going to Oceanside, why?
I don't get it.
Why?
I don't get it.
But was that a Rick thing, or was that something that?
It's not like he did it on his own.
That Enid and
I think Aaron was carrying out the next segment of the plan. I think this is what he had to do next.
You sure? Because
it wasn't clear to me.
Why else would he go there?
Because Aaron was like, I'm leaving. Remember, Aaron got car. He was like, I gotta move on right now. I gotta leave for now. I gotta look for something because he feels like he has to do something else besides his fight.
All right, that could be.
I think after his husband died, he felt like kind of plus and stuff.
And she just tagged along. I remember that.
I remember her tagging along. That I remember, but I don't know why. I don't know his motivation for going to Oceanside.
Because he said something to Maggie. I remember him saying something to Maggie like, I gotta go. I gotta get on the road for a minute to get just for something. Like,
I have to go back and watch it.
Because remember, that's what they used to do. Like that was how they fell in love.
Well, Aaron used to recruit people with Eric, right? They would be recruiting people.
So I kind of thought that since that was kind of how they fell in love, this was kind of like his comfort. Maybe doing that thing they used to do. That's what I thought. That's what I kind of
carrying on his work,
Right, of finding other people to bring in, finding good people to bring in.
And then it kind of was a cute moment. They decide to not show up empty-handed, so they go and make a turn off to some distillery.
Right.
Where they think there's going to be some booze, and they end up getting like a whole truck full of booze. We see later on, but okay. All right.
Was it me, just real quick, me, or was this the most interesting Enid has been in the entire show?
Well, I've been throwing Enid. I'm okay with Enid. Like, she's for a young woman that she is, like 17 years old. She's okay. She's an okay actress. She's not bad. I mean,
no, and it's not a criticism of the actress.
No,
I feel like they finally wrote her well in this episode.
Yeah, that ain't her fault. It's been how she's written.
All right, fair enough. I've been a fan of her. She's been all right for me. I can see her being well. Now she's not going to be Carl's main squeeze anymore because Carl's not going to be squeezing much.
No.
At Alexandria, the people prepare for war. Michonne says goodbye to Judith. And that's another thing. Hold on a second. Where the F is Judith? Like,
I don't know.
They put her by the lake, but they're bombing the city. I don't know who had Judith. I don't know that.
I don't even know who's taking care of Judith. And that's the thing too. Like,
wouldn't that be Michonne's job? Right? I mean, at least, right?
The sense of distance between communities is where people are, and it's just so effing all over the place. That it just confused me.
So then she talks to Daryl about the game plan going forward. He's sure of what they're about to do. Carl sits by himself writing a letter to his dad. And we saw this in the corner. You mentioned, he's shaking.
It's so obvious. It's so obvious. Like, you should get it. You should know.
Yeah, I should have figured it out.
Yeah, you should have known.
He was sweating a little bit too. He also sees a note in his book that says just survived somehow. That was the little note that Enid left for him. So he's kind of, writing his final thoughts, I guess. Tara confronts Rosita about the plan that the two of them disagreed on before the attack. And again, this is like a scene that's a throwaway scene.
Oh, she does.
It's clear that Rosita still isn't happy with Tara for going along with Daryl's plan, and she throws a bunch of stacks her up with a lot of like weighted things. Here, go take this inside. Like the smoke grenades, whatever else.
That was their comedic. That was their.
I thought that was pretty funny actually.
Well, Tara's always that funny though. She's witty like that. Like that's
right. But that was supposed to be the moment of levity for the episode. That was supposed to be like a little moment.
It's a little weak.
I mean, I did not like.
I laughed harder when Rick said he's picking strawberries with Negan. That made me laugh more.
I think if I wasn't so frustrated with the beginning of the show of this episode, I would have laughed with that because I am a fan of her. I like her. Yeah. They're joking and stuff. But I think because I was just such a negative place because of the episode that when they got to this, I was like, I don't give a F about this. I'm over this plan one more time. Somebody tell me what the hell happened. That's what happened. Yeah.
So Enid and Aaron pull up near Oceanside. They now have one of the distillery trucks with them. Fast forward to that night, Aaron and Enid are resting in the car. So I guess they just parked by the perimeter of Oceanside, waiting to be found. I suppose that was their plan. I don't know.
You tell me because I don't know.
Well, I know that bridge is out, right? They can't cross the bridge, right? If I remember Oceanside correctly, like there's some kind of bridge that's knocked down that's been protecting them from.
Yeah, they put something up there.
They blocked the bridge, right? So they can't probably drive directly to Oceanside. They got to wait on the outskirts, I guess, right?
But I thought Negan's people cleared it.
No, I don't know. I don't remember that.
When they had to do it with Drake, when they had to do it with Dreads. Remember what's his name? Holland?
What's that now?
The guy that disappeared. Holland. When he supposedly.
What's his name? The guy that went to 24.
Yeah. I think it was
Corey Hawkins.
Yeah.
That's
his character's still out there.
He's still out there. He's still. They canceled the show. He'll be back. They canceled 24. So
yeah, they canceled it.
Anyway, fine, whatever. I'll put the logic aside here. They're waiting outside the Oceanside people. Finally at night, they creep up and find him.
He fell through the time. He fell through the portal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he fell through the market portal.
That's Heath, by the way.
Heath. That's what I knew. It started with H. I just can't remember.
He's Holland. Like Holland. Heath. That's right.
I knew it was an H.
No, you're good. Someone takes down Aaron. Enid fires her gun, and the woman surrounded them. Enid shot Tanya, the leader of the Oceanside. I'm glad you put it down.
Yeah, but you know what bothered me with this is you know this is the area where they're at, and your whole plan is to go there. We already discussed this. Your whole plan is to go there. You know these people are very. He even said it in the car. They don't like strangers. They usually shoot first and ask questions later, right? Why in the world would you just go and shoot the person without at least yelling, "We are from blah blah blah"?
Right. Stop it. Right.
Didn't she say something? Didn't she say?
I don't think
did she say like I should kill you right now?
Oh, Tanya did off camera. Yeah, you don't see it. You hear it. And I guess that maybe she was going to stab Aaron. You don't know. I mean, we didn't see what was going on. You just
but shoot the leg, shoot the ground. Like, let them know I have a gun. You don't have a knife. I have a gun. Like, your plan is to do this thing. I don't even know why he let her have the gun. Like, this is an important plan. Like, you're trying to make peace with the people that you just took guns from, right?
Right.
Not only they were already negative towards strangers, but they came up and just took their stuff, right?
Then you made a choice. Yeah.
Why in the world would you give it to a child? You know, like, she's not really battle ready for this kind of stuff. Why would you give it to her? You're used to doing this. You're used to going out on these missions and watching and trying to
play cool. Yeah.
Play cool. So this whole thing was just stupid to me. Like, I really didn't understand what the point of this was.
I'm just like Alexandria. I'm glad it burned down. I'm glad that Tanya's dead. I mean, I hated her. I honestly
hate her too.
I'm glad she's gone, but it's kind of
how the hell are you gonna get these people to join you now? You just killed that woman.
Yeah, she was the leader. You know?
Your biggest opponent, your biggest fan, the woman who's the one that roots for you, you killed her grandmother.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the thing that gets me.
Great diplomatic move there, everybody.
Yeah. She needed to go though. She was nasty. She
needed to go, but they could have dealt with her in the second half of the season. That could have been dealt with. Why in the world would you just? I don't understand how this added to this episode at all. I really don't. To me, this whole little scene with Aaron and all did not add anything to this episode.
Yeah.
Because you don't get enough time with them to do anything.
Yeah. And even if you just had a quick conversation with Rick, even a flashback or something, I need you to go to Oceanside and make things right with them. Okay, then they have a purpose, right? They have a mission. Right. We don't know what their mission is, so it makes all this kind of like useless. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just
So that same night, Carl's loading some things into the sewer, and he tells Michonne that he's helping someone. Just then, Negan speaks over a loudspeaker and he tells everyone to line up and open the gate in the next 3 minutes, or he'll start killing everyone. And he wants them to come up with nice apologies and sing a song or something. He says some funny lines. Rick, Jerry, and Carol are seen driving, and their cars get slammed by someone else. Now, I didn't see. Okay, yeah, I didn't see the other two cars hit slammed. I watched Jerry's car slammed.
So this is again another confusing point, and I think bad editing is they made you think that they were all together.
Yep.
And then Jerry gets hit.
Yeah.
Not in the same car, but they were. It was
there were three of them together. Okay, but they were convoying together. They were together.
Yeah, that's what they made you think. Yeah, like they're in a caravan together.
Yeah.
Yes, and so then Jerry gets hit, and then boom, we go to commercial. And so then when they show Jerry in the back of the truck, I was like, what the like? Okay, how did Rick and Carol like? It wasn't clear that the two of them worked together.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Nope, wasn't clear.
And tell me that wasn't the cheapest like fake car crash. Like, it reminded me of like watching Young and the Restless or something. Like they didn't have any money to show a real car crash. You'll see like the lights will come right, and then you hear the screech, and it's like you didn't see anything. You just it's like they just teased it.
Which is weird because the missing finale, you think they did a great job with the action sequences. So
right, they crashed garbage trucks and the pickup trucks, and they couldn't do a little something. They didn't have money.
Why are you just punting this one?
Do
I
that.
why this would be the one you would punt.
The General Hospital type of car crash. You know?
Yeah. I didn't understand that at all. Like why'd you do that?
Big time television. Ezekiel sits on the stage reading a note from Jerry, which I think is the funniest note. And I don't have it. It's not in the recap right here, but what did he write? Oh my god, it was so good. He's like, Your Highness, he wrote just an amazing note.
It was like Jerry speak.
It was Jerry speak. Right? It was so cool.
Yeah, we got a bounce, or we had a bounce.
We had a bounce.
Yeah. It was awesome.
I love what Your Highness. Like that was how he started it. Like it was just like it's perfect. It really is Jerry. Like he was talking to him. Saying to go with Carol, a group of saviors raids the theater, and he hides. So he hears at that moment they're getting overrun. The king does. Jesus and Maggie are driving, leading a caravan of hilltop people. Again, I don't really know where they're going. I guess this is the last part of the plan. Are they going to go to the sanctuary? Is that what they're supposed to do? Is that what they mean right now?
Craig, you tell me because I have no idea.
Well, all right, that's what I'm guessing. This is the final part of the plan. They don't know at this point. The hilltop people don't know.
But why don't we know this? We are not dumb people. We do a podcast on this show.
We watch it every week. We've been watching it. All of us have been watching from the beginning. We've been following along. We should be able to follow.
And the last part of the plan is we're going to meet the sanctuary in 48 hours. Like, you just could have said that one line, right?
Why do I not know what the hell? All I see is just people in cars just going places. And I'm sitting there going, I have no idea where the hell anybody's going. I don't know who knows that the plan went wrong and who doesn't know.
Wow,
I don't know that.
This therapy session's not going well, Daryl. I think
it's just telling me more stuff. You know what? I feel better that other people didn't know either. That's what's going for me.
All right, that's true.
Because I thought it was just me. Was I off? Like, was I tired? What was going on?
Was the brightness too low on your TV set?
Yeah, like what was happening to me? I don't know.
So they stop and they see a tree in the road, and Maggie knows that the saviors are the ones who put it there. We shouldn't say that, but she feels it. She knows what's happening because she's been through this before. And even Jesus said a stupid line, well, it could have fell by itself. Yeah, right. Please.
She should have punched him in the face. She turned around and punched him in his face without saying anything.
She said, dude, the last time trees stopped me like this, I lost my husband. Okay,
I'm done with Jesus. Like I was so looking forward to the character of Jesus being on the show, but in these last GC episodes,
I thought Simon shot Jesus though at first. I was like, oh my god, they shoot Jesus.
I thought so too.
Right,
I thought he was going to get killed. Yeah, I did.
So anyway, then they see from behind they're encircled by a caravan of savior vehicles. And they usually kind of pull up with this box fan in front of Maggie's car. They open the back of it. They throw Jerry out the back of the box truck, keeping a gun to his head, and then they bring this like coffin-like box out and lay it on top of her car. Simon then exits the truck and addresses Maggie. He had some cool. He was definitely in full Simon mode at that point.
Oh yeah.
He was going like, good evening, or what do you say? Here we are again, or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He's little Negan. He's little Negan because he wants to be cool. Like he tries to say the cool thing like Negan does. It's funny though how he does it, but he's like a little kid trying to imitate the big brother.
You don't have the lean. You don't have that Negan lean though.
He don't have that lean.
Yeah.
No.
He has his own way. They got a little swagger. Okay, folks, here we go.
Yeah.
He even did that when they had when they got lined up and bat in the head of the season 7 opener. He goes, "You made it. All right." Like he's like, he's great.
He's got that. He's all right, but he got that thing like if Dad leaves the room, he get his ass whooped.
You think so?
But he's only cool because he's got his little people around him to protect him. But you catch him outside. We catch you around that corner.
How about that?
Yourself. How about that? You ain't throwing Rick through a window. I'll tell you that. You ain't doing that.
See, and that pisses me off too because all my friends.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get that in a minute.
Yeah.
All right, it drives me because the governor. Anyway, we'll get that in a minute.
Yeah.
Back to Alexandria. Carl's coming up with a plan to try and get the people out. He's saying that they need to escape and let Negan take Alexandria. So all of a sudden, even Daryl, who is really the lieutenant of Rick, right? If there is one.
No. Daryl's an idiot now. In this episode, Daryl's a
Carl.
It's like
Daryl thinks the plan worked.
Yeah.
While things are about to blow up all around him, that doesn't put Daryl high on the intelligence list.
Because I don't see Daryl not sitting there and waiting or having someone watch to make sure that the things happen the way they're supposed to happen. Right. You just don't come back and just go, the plan worked. Like you know what, Carl? Like it made me feel like if anybody's ever watched Transformers the movie, not the terrible ones, but I mean the cartoons.
Oh,
the
the
movie,
80s, yeah.
It's like Carl getting bit was like him getting the Matrix, or him realizing he has the Force, right? All of a sudden he has the power, the Allspark, because it's like he knows what to say, he knows how to talk to people. All of a sudden, he's calm about everything, and you can they're really trying to make it feel like he is at peace with his situation. Like you can tell they were like the dude on Talking Dead was pretty much slapping himself on the back, like how great they were.
Gimple,
to build him up to be this way. But again, we go back to what Russ was saying. All you're doing is just telling us this dude is dead, because these are the same things that happen every time you kill somebody. This is what you do. Like, it's the same nonsense. It's almost like a special spirit comes and elevates someone when they know they're supposed to die. They elevate them for about a minute or two to get them time to do their little special powerful thing, and then they die.
Like the time when T-Dog helped all his kids.
Yeah, and then they go.
Well, T-Dog, and then we had Herschel. That was when this kind of began, right? When he started making those speeches about saving sick people. When he started speechifying, he's gone. We even said, he's done. And then what was it? Glenn started taking that role too. Well, first of all, actually, let's go back. Dale started it, right? Dale began all that. He was the conscience of the group, begging everyone not to kill that kid Randall, right? And then, he's a goner. Then it was Herschel. Then it went to Glenn. Then you had little Bob Stuckey in the middle there, right? You did Bob. A little bit of Tyrese, but he didn't really. I don't know. That was weird how they ended him. That was kind of strange.
He got that one hammer moment. He got the one power hammer moment of saving the baby when he saved the baby. That was his moment.
No, will not.
Yeah, that was it. That was it for him.
That's funny. Anyway, getting back to over the kingdom. The Saviors address all the people saying that they now belong to Negan. Again, this is what's his name? Is his name Gavin? His name's Gavin, I guess, right?
Yeah, Gavin.
Yeah.
And actually, he's pretty cool too. Like in his own way. Like he's like, I really like you, King. I like dealing with you people. You didn't get me in any trouble. Like he doesn't want to kill these people. You can tell he doesn't want to really like slaughter them.
No, he's not bloodthirsty.
No, he's not bloodthirsty. He just wants order. He wants them to keep producing for them, like and stop making noise. And it's kind of funny. He's a good actor too. I don't know his name. But he's actually pretty cool.
It's almost like he's just a manager. He's just this is my 9 to 5. I go home.
Pretty much.
This is what I got to do. Like there's some of them that are cutthroat and they love this stuff and they like bullying people and they like killing people and doing terrible things. He's just that guy. Like this is my 9 to 5. I got to do this. If I don't do it, they're just gonna take me and kill me and somebody else is gonna do it.
Come on, King. You brought 8 pigs. I asked for 10. Don't make me do this to you. And I have to kill this guy. I have to kill this guy now. This kid has to die. Come on now, right? Yeah, I know. Simon starts to look through the cars. Again, he's back to the roadblock now, and he orders one of the Saviors to shoot Jerry if anyone tries anything. Back Alexandria. I know, right? That was pretty rough.
Yeah, not Jerry.
Negan is still yelling at the gates of Alexandria, and he's actually very funny at this point. He's got his loudspeaker, and he says, "Come on, we do apologies good now." Carl stands at the top of the fence and tells
Negan. This is the same way he says, there was a scene I like where he said, he was telling everybody what they have to do, and he said, "I'm going to Rick's house and make me something."
That was a little bit after, right?
I thought of you when he said that.
Oh man, I cracked up when I heard that.
It's funny. It's like again, he still has like this respect for Rick. Like he hates somebody. Like he's gotta go, but he's just all right. I'm going to his house make some spaghetti. Leave me alone.
Let me ask you this. So this, I mean, ultimately, it doesn't really matter. But when he said I'm going to Rick's, he said burn every other house. Did he mean burn every other house or burn all of the houses except for Rick's?
I don't know.
Like I thought he meant burn every other house so they'd have some houses left. Right. Like I'll leave you this, I'll leave you this, but this is what you made me do. Like the destruction I called. This is what happened when you defined me. I thought that's what he meant. Yeah. The thing is, it's still poor direction because we can't be sure.
We have to discuss amongst ourselves and come to a consensus.
Right. Because
there's no way you're going to burn every other house without burning every other house.
There's no fire department there. Yeah.
There's no fire department.
Take it from the volunteer firemen.
It's going to spread from house to house.
So it's a bad strategy on Negan's part, huh?
And that's in a place where you have supplies. Like just imagine when you're in a world where you don't have water, ample water at your command. You're just sitting there in the hose, you can just shoot out. Like it didn't make sense when I heard it, but I thought that's what he meant. But
in the big scheme of things, I said to myself at the time, I'm like, okay, this doesn't really matter. But I'm just curious, like, am I the only one that thinks that this is what he said?
Yeah. I just thought he was just yelling. He was just mad. He was like, just punish people. Just do stuff.
So right before we get to that point, Carl makes a speech, talks, he tells Negan that Rick isn't home, and I love how Negan also says he's like, oh Carl, hey, like he's almost happy to see him. Like it's kind of funny. And Carl is basically saying, look, there's kids inside here. Negan says, well, there was a kid at one of my outposts too, meaning Gracie, I guess, right? Which they don't know that they had Gracie, but they do.
Right.
And he says none of this is fair, kid. Negan tells Carl that he needs to be in charge. Because the communities need someone who will do whatever it takes. Carl says that if there has to be punishment, Negan should kill him. Meaning Carl. He's sacrificing himself, and this really puts Negan in a kind of a funny position because he has a kind of feelings for this kid a little bit. Like he kind of, he felt a little bit. But then again, he was going to bash his brains out at the end of last season, right? So I don't know. It's a little ambiguous here, but
because you made me do it. Like, remember, it was supposed to be.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, Rick, you made me do it, right? Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's like anyway, he disarms Negan a little bit, not physically, but I mean, you see him get a little bit back down. And
I did like what he said. Like I did kind of like. I just wish that I felt something more than I did because I wish they had built it up over the coming seasons. Like it should have started last season. It should have started building it. But I did like when he basically said when he was saying, "Kill me if you have to kill me." Is this what you've become? Like, is this like? He's
questioning. Yeah, he's like, this is what you're doing to kill me now. Go ahead. Yeah, is this who you are?
And it did make him step back. I agree with Gimple with that. It did make him and he's such a good actor that you caught it. Like any other actor you might have missed it, but he did kind of punch him in the face. He did have like a gut punch for a second.
And then it gets even better. So at that moment, then he's distracted him long enough where Daryl and the rest of them blow out the back gates with the trucks, the garbage trucks, and Negan realizes what's going on. Carl disappears. He kind of slides down the ladder. I guess he hurts his leg or something on the way down. I don't know. He's limping a little bit after that.
Or it's the bite.
Okay.
Supposedly.
All right. I didn't think that at the time.
Gimple, Gimple is trying to say. We would think that. See, that's another thing. You would think the limping was because of the explosion, him getting knocked down. But Gimple on that Talking Dead show was implying that we should have noticed he was kind of hurt
from that,
and that was the bite. Like that was him slowly coming to that conclusion. But again, it's so subtle. Like I don't even know when he got like. There's no scene.
No,
just to realize
he's living in fantasy land right now. He's getting too subtle with this stuff, man. You can't do that. You got to show us something.
We don't need nuances in Walking Dead. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, that's true. We certainly find them. So I love this. And Negan also, right when Carl disappears, he goes, "Oh man, you guys distracted me." He goes, "We were just having a moment." He goes,
"You're right. That was funny. That was funny."
And then he goes bombs away. And they all just fire these grenade launchers over the wall and just start bombing Alexandria. Yeah, Carl jumps the fence. He walks towards the church. Church explodes. Okay, that was the money shot right there, right? The savior of the kingdom tells everyone that they need to turn over Ezekiel. Again, this is Gavin. So their lives will be spared. He says that he knows there are kids around, doesn't want to have to hurt people. Again, he's just trying to do his job, but he needs to have Ezekiel.
Right.
Okay. Simon tells Maggie that a group of saviors is taking over the kingdom, and another is taking over Alexandria. He says that she's lucky because the hilltop is useful and they're farmland, and we need to keep these people alive so they can keep making their farm stuff, producing their sorghum and all the other grains that they're putting out of that place. Simon says that Eugene is the one who figured out how to escape the sanctuary.
That's nice. That was nice of them to say. And that's when I almost kicked my TV.
Yeah.
I was like, if a mother effer don't tell me how he did that, I'm about to kick this TV.
It would have been nice. They could put a scene in there to show us.
If they're trying to imply,
no offense, but television is a visual medium.
I'm saying, like, if they're trying to imply that he redid the bullets, that thing he knows how to make bullets.
Right.
If they're trying to imply, then how much effing time passed?
No, I think the bullets thing was like, I remember this conversation. Negan's like, okay, we can do your plan. But it's going to use a lot of our ammunition. And he's like, can you remake it for us? Can you restock us once we're done with this? And he goes, yes, I can. That's what he was saying. So whatever his plan was, it required a lot of ammo to take out those walkers. I mean,
what the hell could it actually have done?
They stood up in the reactors and shot him out. I mean, that's pretty much what they had to do, right? I mean,
right. So
why is it so dramatic? Yeah, why is it like...
Would have been like a 1 minute, 2 minute scene? Would clear a lot of things up.
And how would that kill the other sharpshooters? Because they would have seen it. And they would have been able to radio.
But again, they're inside now. So the walkers all made it inside. So now that they can stand up in the rafters, they can pick them out piece by piece inside, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, but wouldn't the people looking out still be able to see and hear the gunfire?
But somehow they stood up, didn't see anything, and got slaughtered themselves, right? The lookouts.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, except for Morgan.
Except for Morgan, he made it out all right. Unscathed, I should say.
Unscathed, exactly.
So again, Simon tells Maggie that she can either cooperate with him or kill her in front of all her people. Even if she cooperates, they'll have to kill one of her people. It's like, have to kill one of you. So it's like, that's the way it's got to go. Simon then kills a man sitting in the backseat, which I didn't think he had a name. His name is Neil. I don't remember Neil all that much. Do you guys like?
Oh, Neil, he did barbecues and stuff.
Remember, he drove those kids in that bus, man.
And he knew T-Dog, he knew Tyrese.
Okay, gotcha. He cooked some of those hogs at the hilltop. He was cooking them.
Right, that's what he did. But I did.
Who's Neil?
But I will pull out that I think the star for me, even though you're trying to tell me, Gimbel's trying to tell me it was Carl.
Right.
For me, it was Maggie.
She did a good job.
Maggie's total expression, it took me out of it being angry that I didn't know what the hell happened to really focusing on her, what's going through her head. Like, I'm back at the same moment again.
Yeah, she's actually doing a really good job. She's doing a good job with that leadership role.
I love how she played it.
Right, like you can't see Rosita in that role right now, right? You can't see her making these kind of calls and being as strong as she's being right now. Yeah,
only when her death scene comes, I can. Her death episode, I can. But not right now. Not yet.
So she wants to borrow the box. Maggie says that she was going to use. She asked for one favor. She says, okay, I'll do what you want. We'll go back to Hilltop. We'll be good. All right, but I want that box. And Simon's like, okay, you can have the box.
Why does she want the box?
Well, again, later on, she shoots one of the ones in the pen. Puts him in the box. They know where he came from. They know exactly.
Right. Okay, I got you.
So he grants her favor and leaves. Eugene lays in his bed in the sanctuary and stares at the clock. He can't sleep a wink. So he sits up and does a shot of wine. It looks like it's not booze. That's a wine bottle, as far as I can tell, right? Unless you guys could correct me. It looks like he just did a shot of wine.
No, it's a wine. He was drinking out that to help him sleep before.
Right. But I've never seen someone drink a shot of wine before. I've never.
I don't know. That ain't nothing but Kool-Aid to me. It's that little shot right there.
Shot of grape juice. Like, okay,
that little grape juice. Yeah.
And it's like even like he drinks like he's drinking whiskey. He's like, puts that thing down.
Yeah. Eugene need to get his weight up on that drink. Like, you got to get yourself together.
He's lightweight. You're lightweight, huh?
Yeah.
So Carl sits up in the road, surrounded by the smoke from the bombs he threw around. Again, this is a very weird scene. He was very shell shocked here. Like they did this kind of. You even heard that ringing in the ears. Like it's kind of that war movie.
No, that's the angels. That's the angels telling him to come home.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, that's the aura. That's the aura of this.
That's Herschel and his mother.
I know what I must do. I got to toe the line. I've got to make sure that my people are safe.
We should have brought back Ghost Lori at that point, then, right? We've seen her once, right?
That's the only thing missing is Ghost Lori. Like, my son, do not give in to the pain.
She's reaching out. Come join me.
Right. It's not your time yet. Hold on, my son. You can join us later. It's him, Tyrese.
You're like all sparkly like Obi-Wan in the Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, they're like,
exactly.
All sitting there. They're all sitting there waving.
You have helped in a certain point of view.
Yeah, they're all waving. Like, it's not your time, my son.
That's it. I tell your daddy know what he's doing too right now. Tara, Rosita, and Daryl look out from the woods nearby, and they talk about their mistakes they've made. Dwight drives the caravan right into Daryl's trap, and he gets all the saviors with him killed. It's a pretty short way of writing this. I mean, Dwight does a pretty heroic thing here. I mean, he basically lines them up for Daryl's trap in the woods.
That was the plan.
And then he kills the governor right there. Just kills all his own people. He just goes, turns around and
he mowing
down his own people.
I did like that moment too, where he kind of was like he was going to pretend to shoot at the rich group,
right?
But in that thing, he was like, no, I can't. Like this is the moment of truth with me. I cannot go back. So my fear of Negan, forget my fear of Negan. I have to make that decision what I want to do. He decided in that point, I'm with rich group now. Like that's it. Like I'm with the group. I like that part. There wasn't like I didn't like that part. I did like that part.
Yeah,
but
it was good. And then one of them gets away. I don't remember her name. The one with the tattoo on the neck. She gets away somehow.
Because she's supposed to. Because
I mean, Daryl could have picked her off easily from the woods there. It's not like
it was so easy to kill all of them. Like I don't know how they couldn't have taken that whole group out.
Again, it's the whole phenomenon of sometimes they could hit a walker in the head from 1,000 yards with a pistol.
Exactly.
And they can't shoot somebody 15 feet away with an automatic machine gun.
And she's standing up and yelling at him, not even looking at the people right
there,
and they all have guns.
Right. And her name is Laura, actually. It says here, Laura. So she figures it out, shoots Dwight in the arm. But she gets shot at and then runs away. So she's going to basically tell Negan that Dwight's a turncoat.
Even with that, she should have killed Dwight. So there's no reason why she should have been able to hit him and kill him.
That's a little strange too. You're right. She should have shot him. He mowed down their whole group, pretty much.
He mowed down the whole group. Basically, you just by circumstance, I get it. I get it, Gimble. You want her to go to Negan and say, you want us to see her go to Negan and say that he is the traitor, and then you want us to see Negan get really mad.
Right.
And then they're going to have that moment. They're going to have that confrontation, and that's
otherwise you wouldn't know. Negan wouldn't know.
Right.
It's true. You're
right. That's how I knew he was going to get killed because I was like, they're going to want to make us have that moment where this is going to be the Negan. And
so at the end of the scene, Daryl finally gets his wing vest back. He rips it off with Dwight after he's been wearing it for the last 2 years. So he got it back.
And my hand raised to that. Like in the Talking Dead, I wanted to flip tables. because they're so much into this. Oh,
Nicole Brown's back. Yeah, that's back. It was Destiny, baby. He was his back.
I love her. I love her and other stuff.
I like her. I like her too.
She made me mad. All of them made me mad. Like I like her, but they made me mad. They made me mad with his vest thing. Why is no one on that cast? Like I would have been the one. They probably would ask me to leave because I would have been the one saying,
"You're out of order, sir.
Why are we celebrating him getting the vest back when he's the one that jacked up the whole point in the first place? That's not an earned thing for him to get this vest back. Like what? Like and why don't we know what happened? Like they would have. They definitely would ask me to leave. Why? I would have been like, because Gibber would have looked at me and been like, I need him out.
Yeah.
He's asking me questions that I can't answer.
Listen, Daryl Taylor, don't make me call Kirkman. Okay, I have no speed down. I'm gonna get him over here. You'll be blackballed. Okay, forget about icons. You'll be done. You'll be done, sir.
Why'd you gotta be blackballed? Huh?
That's what I would yell. That's what I would have yelled if the guy took me away. I gotta be blackballed.
You see Craig over there with the red phone, like on the old Batman show, with just a button in the middle.
Right.
Get him off. He's done.
They would have took the t-shirt back.
Back in Alexandria, Negan drives a truck through the gate and laughs at the burning structures. Again, I thought this was great. They drove a truck right through the front gates of Alexandria. Perfect.
Yeah,
and basically, he promised to do that. If you remember that, the season 7 opener, right? He goes, "If you don't open the gate, I will knock it down." And that's what
that's a Negan thing to do.
That's exactly what he did. He laughs at the burning structures. I love that. Like he's watching the town burn. He's laughing. I'm laughing too. I'm laughing with him. Like I didn't mind the town burning up for some reason. He tells everyone to search the place and look for Carl. They're told, he says, he's very cautious. Do not kill him. He goes, tie him up, keep him alive. He goes, if Rick shows up, tell him I'll be at his house making spaghetti.
That was part I like. That was funny.
And that's exactly what he was doing pretty much, right? He was hungry. He'll go make some dinner. That's it.
That's what it is.
He knows what spaghetti is.
That's right. I'd make some spaghetti.
So sick. As a few saviors find Carl, he lights up a smoke grenade and hides in the sewer as they walk by. So
he becomes a ninja. You see how he disappeared?
That was a ninja moment. He did a little move. So he did like 1-2 with his hand. He did a little,
I thought the smoke grenade stuff was pretty cool though. I thought that was a nice touch.
It was cool. I just wish I'd seen his training with Luke. He was able to do this. I wish I'd seen that whole thing. He went to the island. They trained. It's not gonna happen the way you think it will. I would have loved to have seen all that.
He trained with Ra's al Ghul actually.
And then he comes back. Your mind goes surroundings.
Theatricality.
I wish I'd seen all that because he did the ninja moment. I was like, you've never done that before in your life. I've watched the show from day one. You have never done a ninja move like that in your life. All of a sudden, you're Ninja Man. Like,
he's getting help from Force Ghost Lori. Lori's helping him right now.
Oh my god! Like at least have a scene of him, them training him. Like I know I'm stopping the entire show with this bullshit, but it's in my mind because I'm thinking about Carl. I'm like, it would have been cool if they had started to have Carl learn a little bit from each of the alphas in the group, the badasses. Right. Like you are surrounded by badasses, right? Yeah. So if you know you're going to kill Carl off in this season, level him up early. And have him learn a little bit from everybody, right? Have him spend time with
Carl. His skills were the handgun. He was really good with. He was a good shot. Like that was his.
But there was
like
so many times.
That was his thing.
But that could have been moments to add to his character though. But he's been gone off the show so much.
Yeah.
That I think like if you had him like learn a little bit from spend some time with Michonne, he had good chemistry with Michonne.
Yeah. From and
they just stopped it. Like they just stopped any kind of real interaction between those characters. Like I've never seen him really hang out with Daryl.
No, he didn't. Right? They did not interact at all ever. Really,
no.
Actually, yeah.
Imagine if he had went to the other to the kingdom and for a little bit and hung out with Carol. Learn a little bit from her.
But they lived together in the prison, so I think he had experience with Carol. His skills.
I know, but
he has no skill set. Yeah,
don't tell me. I would have liked to have seen him spend time with these people, so that when he finally does die, I feel the impact.
Yeah, no.
When those characters feel, because I know they're gonna have these moments, and because I know I'm talking to you, they keep talking about, oh, how sad it's gonna be when he finally goes. And you're going to cry. It's gonna be, oh my God.
Thanks.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You're telling me I'm supposed to feel that way. I know I'm probably not gonna feel that way because you haven't developed him. He hasn't been with the group in a while. Like he's only kind of been with his pops. That's it. Like I haven't seen him interact with the group.
Yeah.
And probably 2 seasons.
He had more storylines going on at the prison. He had more storylines going on at the farm. Like they kind of got away from him a little bit. Like he had a thing with the pudding and his father healing up after the prison. Okay.
It's like they totally lost interest. It's like they totally lost interest in him after he did the whole.
Once they got Alexandria, pretty much they shut him down. Yeah, that was
right. Once he went after Negan, it's like they lost interest in him the entire after that. Like they didn't have anything else for him to do. Like we did the scenes from the comic. That's it. We don't have nothing else for him to do.
Yeah, he went out in the woods. He saved Negan a couple times. He did little stuff like that. There's little scenes, but I know you wanted more. I get it.
He's been there from the beginning. So you like when he dies, it should really be that impact.
We'll see. It didn't happen yet. Maybe we'll have a huge Carl flashback episode or something, a bearded Carl episode. Who knows?
No.
That's probably how we'll start the next part of the season.
Right.
Eugene is walking through the medical wing of the sanctuary, and he wakes up Gabriel. He's wearing his miner's hat again, by the way.
Yes, he is.
He tells Gabriel and the doctor that the guard is missing from one of the exits, giving him a chance to escape. Gabriel then tells him, he has kind of a whole speech. It's not just I'm summing it up here, but he kind of explains why he's doing this, and he agreed that it's the right thing to do to get the doctor out of there. Which again, I mean, they'll know where he is. I don't know. It's a weird plan.
But it totally counters his whole established mentality of the last couple episodes where he went through a whole thing of that. Like he went through a whole thought process on all of this.
He's not sleeping well.
But he went through a whole.
That's what he said. I can't sleep like this.
Am I the only one thinking this? Like you showed us a whole episode of him going through this whole thing of how I'm going to sum this up in my mind so that I feel better about it.
I guess it's his conscience is weighing on him. You can see, and they zoom in on his face. They zoom in on his face, like you see it. Like they try to show this.
Right, but it flipped so fast. Like it was just a waste of an episode. You just did a whole episode of that of him being like, once he let all those zombies in, once Daryl did the plan, his plan, and all those people got killed. That was the thing that pissed him off to be like, well, you're no better than Negan in his head, in his own mind. Like you're no better than Negan, right? You don't care about collateral damage either.
So he leaves the keys. We assume that the doctor and or Gabriel leaves and escapes and goes back to the top. We assume. We don't really know what happens.
We assume it because he gets a close up of his face.
Pretty much.
Of Gabriel's face. Yeah.
So Ezekiel is rolling a barrel of gasoline around the kingdom and he lights it on fire. And he's actually near like a stockpile. It looks like other barrels of fuel. So he sets a pretty nice little explosion up. He then drives a bus. That was actually pretty cool scene with the Zippo and opens
I
it up.
like this part. Yeah, I did like it.
It kind of reminded me of that scene where Strand blows up the Abigail. He's wearing the sunglasses and you see the thing.
Right.
I was waiting for that. The reflected flames in the glasses scene. But anyway, it was pretty cool. He then drives a bus toward the people and gives them a way to escape. Carol shows up to help them and instructs the people to move to her house. So he says, "The house 2 miles out. It's safe. It's got gates there. Just go." So they direct them to go there. He sees Carol approaching the gate and shuts it, blocking it between them. He locks himself in with the saviors. So he got his people safe. He did what he had to do. They're all out, And that was a pretty cool scene. And they kept zooming in on that girl with the head covering. I don't remember her name exactly, but
I forgot. But there was a moment where she did such a
she did a Rambo move, man. Yeah,
when she did that little punch in the throat, I was like, oh, shit, I like that. Like, you know, I like when they get ruthless with the bad guys. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. So I'm all for it when they get ruthless on the bad guys. That's why Maggie, I almost clapped. Maggie does her moment when we're going to get up to it.
That's coming up right now. Maggie gets back to the hilltop and lets one of the saviors out of the cage. Now, I'm really surprised that she pulled this guy out. I thought they were going to pull Jared out. Like, Jared's the one that needs to go, right? He's the real super dick. He got the long hair, you know.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be him, but she pulls the other guy that was kind of messing with Jesus' head a little bit last episode. I mean, she did prove a point to Jesus, really. That's what she was probably trying to do.
Yeah, I think I was
going to say this because Aaron isn't here. Were you hoping it was going to be Xander Berkeley's character?
No. He's not done yet. He's not done yet. No. He still have ways to go with him. He's going to die a painful death, not a quick bullet to the head.
He would get. This is what I would do for him. Every time Maggie had to come in and shoot another person, he would get smacked in the face like a little that he is. That's what I would do. Every time. Every time I have to go by that cage, Gregory will get disrespected.
Get a smack in the face.
Every single time.
That's funny.
That's how I do it.
She shoots the savior. I don't recall his name either.
I like how she did it. She's like, Jesus, right, tell that. What you gonna do?
Catch me outside.
Say something.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Proving that she's in control. She shoots him in front of the wall. It was payback for the man the savior's killed on the road. She tells Jesus to man the wall and prepare for the last stand. So she's clearly in charge here. She executed one. It's an eye for an eye.
That's what I want.
And she wrote on the box, which is coming up next scene. She wrote 38 more or something like that. That was
right.
We have 38 more of yours.
Stand down.
That's pretty cool.
That's a plan.
Well, again, they can take down the walls easily of the hilltop too, right? Yeah. So
I like how quickly she said, "All right, this is how I'm gonna handle this."
Yeah.
It'll at least give them a minute. It'll at least give them a minute or two of leverage.
It's leverage.
I like when she did it, and I like how she was basically like, "Jesus, if you say one more thing to me about treating these people like like they should be prisoners, like if you give me one more thing about we have to be merciful when we're dealing with people that are not,
right?
I'm done with you." Like I like how she just shut all of that up. I don't want to hear about it anymore either. I swear to God, if the next episode when it comes